Nikola Tesla, early years. Welcome to Wise Rulers, where history's greatest minds come to life. Today, we journey back to the 19th century to explore the early years of one of the most brilliant inventors the world has ever known, Nikola Tesla. Before the fame, before the sparks of electricity, there was a curious boy with a wild imagination, growing up in a small village in what is now Croatia. Who was Tesla before he became a legend? Let's dive into the roots of genius. Early life and family background. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the small village of Smiljan, which at the time was part of the Austrian Empire, modern-day Croatia, specifically located within the military frontier, a buffer zone between the Habsburg monarchy and the Ottoman Empire. Tesla belonged to an ethnic Serb family. Family lineage and influences. Father, Milutin Tesla, 1819 to 1879. Milutin was an Eastern Orthodox priest and also a writer, known for his theological works. Though he wanted his son to follow in his religious footsteps, Milutin also encouraged education and literacy. Uncle, Joseph Tesla. A lecturer at a military academy, Joseph wrote several textbooks on mathematics, reflecting the family's intellectual environment. Mother, Georgina Duka Mandic, 1822 to 1892. Despite receiving no formal education, Duka displayed extraordinary mechanical aptitude and a keen memory. She built homemade tools and mechanical devices and could memorize lengthy Serbian epic poetry. Nikola Tesla frequently credited his eidetic memory and inventiveness to her influence and genes. Tesla was the fourth of 5 children, with 3 sisters, Milka, Angelina, and Marika, and an older brother, Dane, who tragically died in a horse-riding accident when Nikola was about 6 or 7. This event deeply affected young Nikola, possibly influencing his later reclusive and obsessive traits. Education and early interests. Primary and middle school, 1861 to 1870. In 1861, Tesla began primary school in Smiljan, where he studied German, arithmetic, and religion. A year later, in 1862, the family moved to Gospic, where his father took up duties as a parish priest. Nikola continued his education there, progressing through middle school. In 1870, at age 14, Tesla moved to Karlovac to attend high school at the Higher Real Gymnasium. This institution was part of the Austro-Hungarian school system, so the language of instruction was German. It was during this time that Tesla's lifelong fascination with electricity began. A physics professor demonstrated static electricity and electrical principles in class. Tesla later wrote that these mysterious phenomena stirred a deep desire in him to know more of this wonderful force. Tesla exhibited astonishing mental calculation abilities, able to perform integral calculus in his head, leading some teachers to suspect him of cheating. He completed a 4-year curriculum in just 3 years, graduating in 1873 at the age of 17. Struggles and determination, 1873 to 1875. After graduation, Tesla returned to Smiljan but soon contracted cholera, which left him bedridden for 9 months and near death on several occasions. During this time, his father, seeing how close Nikola was to dying, made a solemn promise to send him to the best engineering school if he survived, a turning point in the young man's life. While recovering, Tesla read extensively, including works by Mark Twain, whose writings he later claimed had aiding role in his recovery. In 1874, to avoid conscription into the Austro-Hungarian army, Tesla fled to Tomingaj, near Gracac, southeast of Lika. He roamed the mountains in hunting gear, experiencing nature intimately. He later credited this time with strengthening him physically and mentally. Technical College in Graz, 1875 to 1878. Tesla entered the Imperial Royal Technical College in Graz, Austria, in 1875 on a military frontier scholarship. He was initially an exceptional student, passing 9 exams, almost double the requirement, in his first year and receiving praise from the dean. Tesla was especially interested in electricity and electromagnetic theory. He attended detailed lectures by Professor Jacob Possel and suggested improvements to a direct current, DC, electric motor, showcasing early signs of his inventive genius. However, by the third year, Tesla's academic performance declined. Some biographers suggest he began gambling, possibly womanizing, and eventually dropped out in December 1878. After leaving Graz, he cut off communication with his family. Rumors spread among classmates that he had drowned in the river Mur, but in January, he was seen alive in Maribor, Slovenia, working as a draftsman for 60 florins a month. In March 1879, his father found him and pleaded with him to return to his studies, this time in Prague. Tesla returned to Gospic but was soon deported for lacking residency papers. A month later, in April 1879, his father died at age 60 from an undisclosed illness. Transition to career, Prague and Budapest, 1880 to 1881. In January 1880, two of Tesla's uncles funded his travel to Prague to resume his studies. Unfortunately, he arrived too late to enroll at Charles Ferdinand University. He lacked proficiency in Greek and Czech, both required subjects for formal admission. Tesla audited philosophy lectures but did not receive any academic credit. In 1881, Tesla moved to Budapest, Hungary, where he sought employment under Tivadar Puskás, a collaborator of Thomas Edison, at the Budapest Telephone Exchange. When Tesla first arrived, the exchange was still under construction, so he worked instead as a draftsman at the Central Telegraph Office. Once operational, Tesla became chief electrician and made numerous technical improvements to the station. During this time, he reportedly developed a telephone repeater or amplifier, an early precursor to modern signal boosters. However, he never patented this invention, and it remained publicly undocumented. Do you know an interesting fact about Nikola Tesla? If you don't, no worries. Listen. In 1899, Nikola Tesla conducted some of his most ambitious experiments at a laboratory he built in Colorado Springs. This location was ideal for his high-voltage experiments because of its dry air, high altitude, and lightning activity. While working on wireless power transmission and experimenting with his Tesla coils, Tesla also explored radio waves, an area of science still in its infancy at the time. During one of his experiments with a powerful radio receiver he had designed, Tesla detected a series of unusual, repetitive signals. These signals were unlike any known natural or man-made phenomena. Tesla described them as intelligently controlled patterns, regular in timing and frequency, making him believe they might be messages from an intelligent extraterrestrial source, possibly from Mars. He was so struck by the possibility that he reported his findings in various letters and interviews. Tesla later wrote, "The feeling is constantly growing on me that I had been the first to hear the greeting of one planet to another." He believed that his radio equipment had picked up signals not from Earth, but from an alien civilization attempting to communicate. Modern scientists and historians have since speculated that what Tesla actually heard could have been natural cosmic radio waves, such as those emitted by pulsars, which were not discovered until the late 1960s, or perhaps atmospheric disturbances or interference from nearby sources. However, Tesla's interpretation of the signals was entirely original and speculative, characteristic of his visionary mind. What makes this story truly fascinating is that Tesla was thinking about concepts like extraterrestrial life and interplanetary communication long before such ideas were taken seriously by mainstream science. His willingness to explore beyond the known boundaries, and his openness to seemingly impossible ideas, continue to inspire inventors and scientists to this day. Get ready for the next part of Nikola Tesla's story, it's dropping real soon. If you're into cool history content like this, make sure to subscribe to the Wise Rulers YouTube channel. Share it with your friends, drop a comment letting us know who you want to see next, and if you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.